Hey everybody, Bailey's Homestead here. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to the channel. So yesterday we were trying to figure out what we were doing for the day. And unfortunately it was a sad day. We still got to come on here and pick up some stuff. Mama is doing okay. Unfortunately, none of the little ones made it. Very unfortunate. So what happened was, came out to do morning feed, and we found out that she was in labor. The ones that we had found were buried in the straw. I had planned on coming out as soon as there were signs she was going to be going into labor and thinning that bedding down. Unfortunately, it happened early in the morning before any of us even got up, and we found them. I seen she was still in labor, and I left her alone for about an hour or so, and figured I'd let her just do her thing, not be out here stressing her out. And I brought some plywood and 2x4s out and built a little box for her, put a heat lamp in there, and nothing happened. At that point, I started digging in, doing a little bit more research, just to be comfortable on my decision. And sure enough, she was having complications. We tried to aid her the best we could. I tried, my wife tried, and we even had one of our kids try. And something in the midst of all that worked. It was a miracle, but we were not able to get in there and get a hold of that baby. It was just stuck. It seemed to me, from what I could feel, that the head was turned the wrong way. And I tried and tried and tried to get that baby to turn. None of our vets around here, and let me make this clear, none of the vets around here do swine. It was hard and difficult for us to find a regular vet outside of the animal hospital that even messed with large livestock, as far as horses. So, it's not just, hey, go down to the vet and make it work, because it's not that way here. I'm not lying in my videos. This place sucks. Okay? We're doing the best we can here. And quite honestly, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move to more land. I'm ready to move where, vets went to school for a reason. Not just cute little puppy dogs and kitty cats. Because there's more to that in this world. There's more animals that need vet care. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to go through all that, you might as well look at everything you can and make it worth it. Anyway, off the rant. We got her to pass that one. Like I said, it was a miracle. And then we waited and we waited. And it was about 10 minutes later, another one come out. And I believe we had 2 more after that before it was finally over with. And let me tell you, that was the longest day that I've had in a long time. Yeah, it's a part of farming. It's something you got to learn to deal with, and I guess I have, but it doesn't make it easy. It's not easy. you know, obviously we would like to have healthy babies and be able to find those babies new homes and, you know, all that jazz. But sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. This was her first farrow, and I'm not going to sit here and blame it on them being inbred, because that doesn't have anything to do with it. The babies didn't come out all deformed and funky and all that. She had complications, and she may have had complications prior to that we weren't aware of, but we ended up having 7 total. 7 or 8 anyway. Like I said, it was a long day yesterday, and I was out here pretty much by myself battling. While my wife was at work, my in-law was only able to help from the outside. There's no gate to get in there. She can't climb that panel. I had my daughter when she wasn't in class. So we did the best we could. We were able to save her life, and that's a plus. That's a positive. That was huge, because at a certain time I knew we were not going to get cute little babies, you know, that anyone desires. It went from, yay, we're going to have cute little babies, to we need to save this girl's life. And I'm glad we were able to do that. We were able to do it without vet care, without medications, and we are going to look into getting her some vitamins and things. It's all stuff that we planned on doing. This was not a planned pregnancy. My wife didn't think they were old enough, and I did say they needed separated, but we didn't get it done in time. So things happen. But the important thing is she's alive, she's doing well, and I just put the heat lamp on her in case that little bitty percentage something happened, you know, while we were asleep and not out here. Thankfully, everything seems to be okay. I would love to hear the noise of little piggies in there, but it's unfortunate that's not the case. But anyway, let's get out of the sad, sappy stuff and on to what we're going to do today. Today, I'm going to be building out of these 4x4s right here I dug out of that pile. One of them came from that pile. We are cleaning all this out of here. We are going to put the scrap where it belongs, in the scrap pile, and I am going to try to clean all the leaves out of here. We're going to put some of this stuff in the shed where it should be. Sir, you're being rude. I'm trying to talk, sir. And I'm going to build a wood rack, guys. That way, whatever's left of this lumber, because I'm going to use some of it to do this, and whatever we want to keep over there is all going to go on wood racks right here, and I'm planning on making it the full length of the back of the garage here. No, it's not going to be out of the weather, but it's not going to be on the side of the roof where the rain's going to run down and rot the wood later. We're going to get everything over here where it's just going to get wet. It's not going to get just absolutely plumb soaked, drenched. And we're going to get this area cleaned up and organized, because I'm tired of looking at it. It is nice outside today. It was nice outside yesterday. Unfortunately, we were stuck in the barn, So I did not get very far on this. We worked on it a little bit while we were letting her go and see what she did on her own. But there's still a little ways to go. All this siding is what has blown off of the garage here. So I'm going to figure out what to do with that. I don't know if I'll put it in the garage or by the garage, or I don't know. We got to find a home for that. But this here metal frame, see if I can get it out here and show you. I had a wonderful idea for it. All right, it is stuck. So these are some of those 8-foot sections I discussed in other video. Yeah, we got some weird, crazy stuff going on here. Let's see if we can wiggle this out of here. There we go. We got it. Sorry about that. All right. So this came out of a camper. So there was 2 of these together. So my plan with this, I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this, but let me see here. At this end, oh, I don't remember. Anyway, guys, I can take these out. It's just a little wing nut. Now, I don't know if this way will work. We gave the other one away. It would have been already done and ready to show you. But yeah, that'll work. All right, now it's not sitting perfectly level, etc., etc. But can you see where I'm going with this? If anybody can guess, drop it in the comments. What could you do with something like that? Well, if you're a goat lover, now you may know where I'm going with it. This would make a good milking stand. With a few modifications. Of course, obviously making a platform on there, making a head chute, etc. We did used to have goats. We had dairy goats. We would like to get some again, but if this is made to hold a human being, it should hold a dairy goat. So, got a perfect ramp, perfect platform, and with a few modifications, you would have a milking stand. So that's why I've kept that around. I gave the other one away to another homesteader. We had 2 of them. The other one was already able to collapse down. I had plans for that tank, but I think we're just going to scrap it. As far as we knew, it was a perfectly good tank, but the ranch I worked at kept having problems, and that's where that came from. They just got a new pressure tank put in. I don't think that was the problem. The water just kept freezing, and we would run for so long and run out of pressure, run for so long, run out of pressure. it was just it was a nightmare. Anyway, that's how I got the tank. They didn't have a whole lot of scrap to haul off, so I just brought it home with me. No, it wasn't stolen. I worked there. I had permission. But right here, we're building a wood rack today. And like I said, we're going to get this cleaned up. And I'm not going to be able to do a time lapse unless I end this and just do a time lapse of all this. So we'll see. I may do 2 videos. I wanted to do an update and let everybody see Charlotte and how she was doing. But we've got some lumber here that needs to be piled up. I had planned on moving that in the garage when my wife got home yesterday. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But we're going to try to get this area cleaned up and looking better. And if I can get the lumber stacked, then I can figure out what I've got to work with, what I don't, and go from there. So maybe I can get a few more things accomplished around here, actually knowing what I've got and what I don't, and it'll look better too. So hang tight, guys, because that is the goal for today. This stuff here, perfectly good table, shouldn't be sitting like that. Junk stove going to the scrap pile. My trash can needs emptied. This, I would like to fix this picnic table. I want to get the stuff cleaned up around here and get that cleaned up. This is a good table, of course, out here being piled on. This stuff here, I definitely want to get that cleaned up. Most definitely. We're working on it, and the warmer it gets, the more time we're going to have outside to get this stuff done. So I'm excited. Because believe me, I'm tired of looking at it. And I'm sure you are too. I do appreciate anybody that watches my videos not giving a bunch of criticism, because you know, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help us, it don't help anybody. I know what I have, and it is what it is. I'm doing what I can as I can, and I'm not going to risk my health being out here in the freezing cold weather, wet weather, and I already have asthma. I've been dealing with bronchitis. You guys have heard me hack a couple times. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure it's bronchitis. I've just had it for too long. It's not a cold that just, you know, came and went. I am clearing up a little bit, but that's just the way my dice roll this time of year. I am prone to bronchitis and pneumonia, and it absolutely stinks. Pneumonia, I usually end up hospitalized for anywhere from 5 to 10 days, because it's either pneumonia or double pneumonia, and when I get it good, and I try to avoid that as much as possible. But I'm out here, I'm doing what I can as I can, and we're making progress on this place. As slow as it is, we're making progress. I busted up this cabinet yesterday, so it can be took up to the burn pile. We will get rid of it. Apparently nobody wanted it, so I'm tired of looking at it. It's taking up real estate, and I'm really ready to get this place cleaned up, organized, ready to go, and something I can handle, something you all can handle to look at, and get a little bit of peace and I don't know what's the word we're looking for here. Peace of mind is more what it is. Little less stress, because I do. I stress a lot, and for me, stressing on things like this is what I consider unhealthy stress. And this is something I can do, but I can do something about this stress. So we are going to do what we can, and hopefully the weather stays nice. I don't like to be out here when it's raining and muddy. I don't care to get wet. I just don't care to get wet. There's no other way to say that. I don't need, heavy equipment for any of this. I don't need none of that. I don't need, huge carpentry skills. And I'm a handyman. I grew up with a handyman. And my grandpa was great. I learned a lot from him. I wish I could have learned a lot more. But I've also learned on my own, from my own experiences, do's and don'ts and failures and mistakes. And I've been able to do quite a bit. Animal shelters, I don't really worry that much about. I want them to be, structurally okay, but I'm not building a house. It doesn't have to look pretty, and it just has to function, and I'm able to do that. I don't want to get into building houses. It's not my forte, although I would love to learn some of the new ins and outs of the trade, because everything is always changing. But if it comes down to handyman stuff, I'm all for it. That's something I can do. But this is just a wood rack. That's all it is. It's going to be some posts, some boards to hold boards. That's it. I'm not building it level. I'm going to build it to the ground, and because this is sitting on a slope, so there's no point in me building it level, because then I got to stack up blocks and all that. And you do all that, then you're getting unstable, and it's just, I'm gonna build it level, probably with a slight pitch, just in case if stuff does get on it, it'll drain off. But there's no point in me trying to lift one end up. I would say probably almost a foot in the air just to level it after I build it. So we're just going to use some big 8-footers, stand them up, and join them together. That's what we're going to do. I'll have some cross braces going across, so that I can stack wood lengthwise. I've got some long boards I don't feel like splitting, so I'm going to make this long. If I was in the mood and ready to split them apart, then I could just do a small, thing to hold about 8 to 10 foot pieces. But these are well over they're 16 foot, because when we put them on the trailer, they extended the whole length of my trailer. So anyway, y'all know what's going on. You know what it is and what it ain't. I'm sorry about some of the sad, sappy stuff, but that's just part of life, and I'm going to share it with you. Well, we have got nails and screws just absolutely everywhere. I can't wait to get this place cleaned up. It is just, oh my lands. If you all only knew how bad this drove me insane, uh, you probably wouldn't want to watch the channel. And that's just, that's being honest with you. I've got some issues, and yeah, it's about enough to drive me out of my mind. I'm already out of my mind somewhat. I don't know if you can see me floating around on one side or the other, something, you know. No. Seriously, I've got some OCD, and this just absolutely drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. It's not easy. I'm not an easy person to live with. Things have got to have a place. Things have got to be organized and neat, and as clean as possible. I'm not a white glove kind of person, but I like to know where stuff's at, what I've got, what I don't got, and you know, my tools. My tools are a big thing. I am really OCD about that. I can't wait to have a place to actually put all my tools. I don't have a big toolbox anymore. I just have the job box, and it's not good for a lot of the smaller stuff. You pile up, and that drives me crazy too. So, pulling everything out of there, saws and all that jazz, drills, anything corded, it's a nightmare. And then you've got people that are trying to help clean up, and there goes Medevac. If you guys can, oh, where's it at? I don't know if you guys could see that or not. Somebody's having a bad day. Worse day than me. And probably you. But anyway, people try to help clean up, and it just becomes an absolute mess. And it just drives my OCD insane. And unfortunately, I live with one person that just does not care. And we're trying to work on changing that as well. Not complaining. I love everybody in my house. I love what I have. I appreciate everything that I have. But there's definitely some things that need to change. And I have waited a very long time for those things to change. So when it doesn't, you have to do something about it. I'm not complaining at all. I do enough of that off camera. But I'm not saying I'm a negative person and all that. I just I like things how I like things, and if it's in my house, in my shop, my barn, it should be the way I want it. And that's the same. If I came to your house, I would respect your wishes. The way you like things done, the way you like things to be. And it's time for change. It's time. And it's going to be good change. It's going to be good. It's not changes that are horrible and things like that. We're trying to work all the kinks out on all that. But I got my wife on board. I got her to wake up a little bit and realize that I'm not kidding. I've come to a point where I'm over it. And I don't want to come to a breaking point, because I almost did. I ended up having my anxiety completely change. My symptoms changed. So it's time for change. And as stressful as that can be, um, we're going to make it happen. I don't know how soon, but we're going to make that happen. And hopefully I can get back to myself and live a little happier, have a little bit more peace of mind, and get back to the normal stresses of life. 'Cause I had somebody that wanted to tell me I needed to appreciate what I have. Well, I do. I appreciate everything I have. Um, I love my wife. I love my children. I love my mother-in-law. I love all of my family, my friends. I am one that cares too much. That's just the kind of person I am, and I'm getting drove to not care at all, and I don't like that. I don't like it. We hear it all the time. If you don't like it, change it. And that's all I'm saying. I'm being honest. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. But I would have it another way, and I'm going to, because my health is important. My happiness is important, and my wife's not here a lot. She's at work, and we need to work on things that can tear us apart and tear our family apart. And there's a lot of places that we can be better, and that's the kind of change I'm talking about. Um, I could sit here and tear people down all day long. It doesn't matter, because I can tear myself apart just as much. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and it's time that we made some changes, and that's why I'm saying there are some changes coming. We're just waiting for the stars to align, the ducks to get in a row. Things take time. I am hoping that things might work out where we could stay closer to family, but I'm telling you, this community up here is just driving me insane. There's no vet care here. It's hard to homestead here. I'll put it that way. It is hard. And I'm not the kind that wants to drive 3, 4, 5 hours away just to rotate, what I have. I'd rather it be close to home. They are taking a dust bath. They are absolutely loving this dry weather. This is where we used to hay the horses. So, yeah, look at them, guys. They're enjoying it. And I am hoping, I can't lie and say I'm not hoping that we can say goodbye to this place. But I'll get more into that later. I'm hoping to have acres and acres. I'm hoping to have pasture. I'm hoping for just a better, sustainable future for me and my family. And I'm not wrong for that. I absolutely appreciate everything I've got. I love every animal. I love every family member. I am grateful we have a roof over our head and we have this place and was able to keep our animals. But when something's not good enough, it's just not good enough. And there's nothing wrong with me being honest about that. And, we made this place work. We still are. We're still going to, up until we know yay or nay, if we're going to be able to do more and actually get our dream. Because that was our goal when we moved here. We came here for 57 acres. That did not happen. We were deceived, and there's nothing we could do about that. We trusted people we shouldn't have trusted. We made a move we shouldn't have made until things had aligned better, and we're paying for that mistake. So we're here, we're making it work. I brought you guys along with me because this is my reality. And if I worked, it wouldn't make a difference, because if I worked, I would mainly be taking over the feed and hay for these guys, and we would have a little bit left over that would help in other places. We're not talking about thousands of dollars. We're not talking, we're only talking maybe a couple $100 to throw somewhere else. And, by the time I spend gas in another vehicle to go back and forth to work, meals to feed myself, etc., etc., there's not a whole lot left after expenses that makes me working make a difference. I don't know how y'all got zoomed out, but sorry about that. So anyway, guys, we're looking for some change, and I'm excited for it. I really am, because we all deserve happiness. We all deserve peace of mind, and I really want to get my stress levels down to normal, and be a little happier, be a better dad, be a better husband, etc., etc. So hang in there, guys, because I will bring you along with me. The changes are coming. I promise you that. They are coming. Whether we stay here or we don't, they are coming. So stay tuned, and I will hopefully we're hoping to get an actual camera here soon, and that'll make this a whole lot better for all of you. And for myself, it'll be a little more time consuming, editing and all that, etc., but I'll be able to capture a whole lot more. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love and support. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. This may not be the video you want to do that to, and I apologize, but I'm just keeping it real. So I'm going to get to work on our project for today. So we will see you next time.